So I've done it, I've finally quit my job. As you can tell, I'm super happy. I've been wanting to do this for a good few months, maybe even a year or so. So the day has finally come. It's actually last week, but I had to re-record this video because I messed up with the videography, which is great when I tell you what I'm going to be doing later. So hint, hint. But yeah, let's get into it. So I finally quit my job. I'm going to tell you why I did that, what my plan is in the future, and I do have a big favour to ask of you at the end, so make sure you stick around for that. But here is live footage of me leaving my job in the dust, basically. So yeah, cut to the footage. So since the beer thing has happened, I've had a lot of time to think. I think we've all had a lot of time to think about what we want to do with our lives, what makes us happy, what interests us. And I've found YouTube, I've found editing, I've found all these things. And for me, I've really had a mindset shift in about what I want to do, how I want to work, and all of these things, which I'm going to talk about in a bit. But I do want to precursor this next sort of point before I tell you, just so there's no misunderstandings, because that would be a bit awkward. Obviously it has been a horrible year for everyone, and people have been stuck inside. That's affected people's mental health. We've had deaths from beer thing, obviously, and that's not good at all. But for me personally, and only me, I'm actually quite grateful for this happening, because it's allowed me to basically follow my passion, work on my passion, and I know people get sick of using that word and that phrase. However, I'm going to use it because it is. And to be honest, I don't think I would have been able to do this if this didn't happen. So I am quite grateful, although it has been a bit horrible and not the best way to spend 18 months. However, we're getting to the end of it, so hopefully we can all learn from it, and yeah. So the job that I just left on Friday was a job that I got straight out of uni, and I've been there for 3 years. So it's actually been a decent stint with that company, had 3 different roles within that company, and I really enjoyed my time there and have no beef against anyone there or the company or whatever. Just for me, it wasn't working, so that's why I made this decision. So that's a bit of background onto the whole situation, but these are the 3 reasons why I left my job in order to do YouTube. So number 1 is that I think about it every single day. It is actually my passion. I'm going to use that buzzword again because I like it and I'm in control of what's being said on my YouTube channel. So if you don't like it, apologies for that. Got overexcited. And you probably hear that phrase, find your passion, do that, and then you'll never work a day in your life. Well, for me, it's kind of true. So 10,000 steps. Yep, definitely was walking when I was doing that. So Fitbit, sort it out. But yeah, you'll never work a day in your life. And for example, I'm doing this on Sunday night at 5:20. And obviously that just shows how much I love this, because I'm not doing it when I should be doing it next week when I actually am working on my own stuff. But more on that in a bit. And the second reason is creativity over stability. Now, I got this tagline from Sheen Garub's video about how she quit her job, and it sort of brought everything that I was thinking into a short phrase, which is creativity over stability. Again, sorry. So what I mean by that is, instead of having this job which you can get to a point where you know everything, and then you basically just repeat and repeat and repeat. And for me, at first, I thought that was a good thing. I enjoyed the fact that I would know what I was doing, I could master it, and then just like sort of speed up the process. But it did get fairly boring after you've sort of done it 2 or 3 times, once you've sort of perfected the routine. And that's nothing against accountancy or accounting, but it just didn't fit with what I wanted to do. So the difference with what I will be doing is that I can be creative in the process. So there will obviously be processes, and I can master these, so editing, filming, lighting, all of that stuff. However, it does change almost every single week, because there's new things to talk about, there's new things to video, etc, etc, as Hannah Montana would say. So you get that creativity, and you also get that repetitiveness, which sort of builds the habits and makes you sort of master at what you want to do. So a third one is calculated risk. So I didn't want to risk me living in this apartment and being able to do stuff by sort of not having enough income from my business in order to sustain myself. So I had to get to a point where this was calculated risk. So I had to have savings, I had to have enough money coming in and enough scope for it to grow, basically. because there's no point jumping into something that's not going to continue building and you can't grow it. And although this is a riskier choice, I think this is the best choice for me, because at the end of the day, if I get to 35 and I have to go back and work in a pizza shop like Domino's or something, no hate against Domino's of course, because I like it, then it's not the worst thing in the world, because you get free pizza every time you work. So I'd just be absolutely built, probably not in that way, more this way. Father Christmas may be my winter job, but we'll get to it when we get to it. So you might be thinking,
Euan, how are you doing this with 5,000 subscribers on YouTube? Because that doesn't seem like a lot. How are you going to make enough money to live, to pay your rent, to eat?
Well, it's all based off two things, and the first one is actually me being optimistic and optimism for this channel. So although I do get paid through ad revenue and I get affiliate income as well, lots of different little streams coming in, it doesn't quite cover my rent. And that's where the second point comes in, and also the favour that I need to ask of you. So there's a bit of a story to this, so we'll have a quick story time and I'll tell you basically what happened and how I'm able to do this. So I randomly DM'd this person that I've been following on Instagram for a long time because I love their content, and I saw that they were making a YouTube. So that's sort of my area of expertise, having 5,000 subscribers, and they didn't have that yet, so that's where I could sort of come in. And I thought, if you don't ask, you don't get. So what I did was I DM'd this person and I said, I would love to edit your vlogs. I don't know if you have an editor or you edit them yourselves, but I would love to do it. I can do it for free to begin with, and then we can work out some sort of payment thing. And bearing in mind this person has a fair few Instagram followers, I didn't think that this DM would actually get seen, but luckily it popped up. I must have got the right first few words so that it came up, and he was like, oh, this guy, yeah. And moving on, we arranged for me to edit one of his vlogs. So he did this vlog and I edited it, and it took me a very long time, but we did it and he liked it. That was a great start. And fast forward till now, I've edited 5 of his YouTube videos, I've helped him with Instagram stuff and filming and all of this stuff. So I was basically solving a problem for him, which is the essence of sort of every business that comes around. And going forward, this is going to be sort of part of my being on YouTube, because I'm helping him out with his YouTube, doing all his thumbnails, doing his videos, etc, etc. So technically I haven't gone full time with 5k subscribers, however I'm going to claim it and there's nothing you can do about it. So the favour I'm going to ask is if you could go and subscribe to his YouTube channel, which I'll leave in the link in the description, then hopefully you can watch some of his videos, some of the videos that I edit, and hopefully you will enjoy them, find them funny, entertaining, whatever. But yeah, let me know if you do that, and hopefully we can get into 2k subscribers and maybe more, but we'll see. But don't worry, all of my time won't be spent on that. I will have time to do these YouTube videos and hopefully produce better and more engaging content. So hopefully that's a good thing, because I do have some big ideas coming, and yeah, I'm just actually really excited. The first time I did this video, I hadn't finished my job yet, so I wasn't quite as excited, but now I'm ready to go. First proper day tomorrow. Let's go! Anyway, this video is supposed to be short. I don't know if it is, so Euan will find out later when he's editing it. And if you have made it this far, then Freetrade are actually doing a really, really good deal. If you sign up using the link below, you could be in the chance of winning £5,000 of free shares using Freetrade, link in the description. Make sure you go over to my mate's channel and get his YouTube subscribers up, because that would be really, really good, and might get a bonus, you know. Anyway, that's enough from me. I'm not a millionaire, but I'm trying to help you become one. So